Coming with updated sensors, a built-in barometer, a battery that can last up to 10 days, super accurate GPS, a bright screen and compatibility with both Android and iOS, the new smartwatch from Huawei will satisfy everyone's needs. Hey everyone, I'm Alex and I'm here to introduce you to the coolest smart gadgets and devices right now on the market. Today we're looking at the new Huawei Watch Fit 4 Pro, so stay with me till the end of the video. The design of the Watch Fit line is familiar to everyone. It has that signature rectangular shape, not a round one, which really makes it stand out from the portfolio of Huawei watches and from the crowd, of course. The build quality is once again top-notch. The Pro models use aluminum from the case, titanium from the frame and sapphire crystal for the screen. And we will talk more about the screen in just a moment because it's super good. There are also a few design changes from the last generation. First, there's a new electrode in the bottom button. This isn't just for quick access to sport mode, it's also using for making an electrocardiogram. We also have the familiar electronic crowd for easy navigation through the menus, and I think that it works absolutely flawless. Now, I know a lot of people can't stand heavy watches. Huawei clearly listened because they managed to get the weight down to just 30.4 grams. This is fantastic for everyone who is active. We all know how annoying it is to have something heavy on your wrist at the gym or in a hike, and with this watch I don't think that anyone will have a complaint about the weight. To suit different styles and comfort level, this model comes with several straps and a bracelet. The one that I have here is the green water repellent strap, which is perfect for any kinds of sports, and I can say that it's my personal favorite. It dries incredibly fast, the outside repels water, it doesn't make your wrist sweat, and it's super easy to clean, which I really appreciate. I'm genuinely impressed by the comfort and the quality, and I'll say it again, just like in my other reviews, Huawei is uncompromising when it comes to this. Everything is polished and designed with real thought, so everything is working and everything is greatly made. On the back side of the watch you'll find the new TruSense 5.5 sensors. These are new generation, different from the ones that we saw with the Fit 3, and they offer much more greater accuracy. They're similar to the sensors that you can find in the GT5 Pro, which is a serious statement about how precise the watch is during sports, and I tested it in a few different sports and it nailed it with no issues at all. With the last generation I was a bit disappointed by the missing barometer, but now it's here. It's only the Pro model, not the standard Fit Pro, but this allows much more precise tracking like mountain sports and even climbing stairs. This and the ECG are exclusive only to the Pro version. Okay, it's time to talk about the screen because honestly I love what I'm seeing here. The Fit 4 Pro has a very large AMOLED display with a maximum brightness of 3000 nits and 60 Hz refresh rate. This means it's perfectly visible even in direct sunlight, and this is exactly what you need for an outdoor sports device in my opinion. The colors are great, the resolution is sharp, and the sapphire crystal protection gives you a peace of mind if you're worried about scratches. After a few bumps against posts and doors, I can confirm you, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, a great screen needs a great software, and the Fit 4 Pro runs on Harmony OS. For me, it feels minimalistic, but definitely not boring. The watch is smooth, with no lags, no stutters. I like the detailed info cards that you can swipe from the main screen. They're not quite the level of the Watch 5, but I'll let it slide anyways, and the Watch 5 is in a way different price range. Besides telling time and offering lots of customization, the watch has a huge library of faces that you can download from the Huawei Health app, which is a great mix of free and paid options, and I always happen to find some very cool free watch faces, and I think that you will do also. The name Fit tells you exactly what this watch is for. It has over 100 different sport modes plus training courses for runners. What's new is the addition of so many golf courses maps, the ability to go diving, the new water sports like paddle boarding, and my personal favorite mode, trail running, which was firstly introduced with the Huawei GT5 Pro. The tracking for heart rate, oxygen, speed, elevation is super accurate, but what really impressed me was the GPS accuracy while cycling in the city. I mentioned this specifically because most of the watches get confused around tall buildings or in parks. At higher speeds on a bike it can be a real mess, but with this watch there were no problems at all. The deviations were tiny and acceptable. It gets a huge thumbs up for the GPS performance for sure. There are also other cool new features like the voice navigation during your workout and the option to download offline maps from your smartphone. This means you can use the trackback feature, which is a lifesaver if you get lost on a trail or you need to find your way back somewhere in the mountain. You can find all the detailed stats in the Huawei Health app, where you can also sync your data with Strava and Komoot, which is also very well appreciated. Keep in mind that the synchronization with Strava is sometimes a little bit off when you are working with an iPhone, and I don't know why this happens, but but few of my workouts are not synchronized with Strava. It's given as an option, but not all of them are synchronized. The Fit 4 Pro is also watching over you when you are resting. It tracks both your sleep and your emotional state, which are closely linked. You can feel happy and well rested if your sleep was terrible, and trust me, I'm facing this right now. The watch uses the TruSleep 4 system to track sleep cycles, and the accuracy is significantly improved over the last generation. I didn't see any of those random false awakenings in my data, which is crucial for the accurate analysis at the end. It also monitors your HRV and breathing during sleep, and this can help detect with early signs of sleep apnea, something that you definitely should pay attention to and go to your doctor if you have any worries. One thing I noticed is that the emotional well-being feature seems very connected to my sleep. On nights with less deep sleep, the watch showed a significant dip in my mood on the next day. I tested it over several weeks and the results were consistent. If my sleep is crap, my emotional state is also crap, so keep in mind about this. It's accurate for me for around 85% of the time, and it's a good reminder to focus on my priorities and not sweat about the small stuff. You can manage everything from the Huawei Health application. It's intuitive, well organized, and it looks great. That's where you find all your analytics, and you can even export your ECGs as PDF files to share with your doctor if needed. I hope that you won't need anything like this. One thing to note to the iOS users though is that there are no options for quick replies or a keyboard on the watch. It's a bit of a bummer, but that's an Apple limitation. That's not a Huawei issue, so keep this in mind. You cannot reply directly from the watch, but you can make phone calls if the watch is connected to your smartphone. Last but certainly not least is the battery life, and trust me, it does not disappoint. Huawei claims up to 10 days of use with a single charge, with constant SpO2 tracking and GPS tracking on its, let's say, something like 6 or 7 days. For me, it lasted about 6 days and I almost never take it off. I don't use the always on display, so your mileage might vary, but expect something between 7 and 10 days without the always on display turn off, because it is one of the biggest consumers of energy. Charging is also super fast thanks to a new wireless charger. This is a big upgrade for the previous generation's pin charger that I really hated. This also means you can charge it with any compatible wireless charging pad or even your phone's reverse charging feature, which is so much more convenient than the pin chargers that you had to bring all the time with you. So I think that again I can give a thumbs up for this improvement. So in conclusion, the Huawei Watch 4 Pro is a fantastic upgrade to what we saw in the previous generation. The new barometer, the latest sensor and the super bright screen make a real difference. I'm also happy that they finally switched to wireless charging for the Fit series, and the improved GPS accuracy is a huge win. This watch is perfect for people who are very active but don't want something heavy on their wrist when they are resting. It's also for people who want reliability over a full smartphone on their wrist, because this is not a Wear OS watch, and don't mistake it for such. Personally, I'm super satisfied with the performance, and I have to say that again, the green strap is my absolute favorite. I just love it. It's very comfortable, it's very easy to clean, it doesn't wet my hand, and now I want to find 22mm straps like this one for my other watches also. But at the end, I have a question for you. What is the one feature you wish your current smartwatch had? Let me know down below in the comments. I'm really curious to hear from you. I hope you enjoyed this video, I hope you like it, and if it is like so, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to ring the bell icon for upcoming videos, and I'll see you in the next review. Bye.